in the last couple of weeks they asked us to call off this strike without any commitment to what they might offer. They indicated that they may change their position, the companies, but we couldn't do that because we've suspended action before in order for talks to take place, and there's been no progress. So we haven't had proper negotiations, and we haven't had a new offer since we rejected what's on the table at the moment. Our members wanted to take the action, they're taking it now, it's having the effect again. We're hoping that in the next week or so we can get back around the table and work up some solutions. We're always available for a reasonable discussion on the dispute, and hopefully they'll do it. But I mean, if they want to play games about what they're going to do and what they're not going to do, that's up to them. But I know they're in with the health service unions today, and we're hearing that there might be an announcement. I hope they get something. The Fire Brigades Union has had a settlement. We've got negotiations in Wales and Scotland that seem to be progressing with those unions. So hopefully that mood can capture, take light here, and we'll get a settlement going forward. But we can only deal with what's in front of us.
And the government's grand economic strategy seems to be getting older and retired people back to work. Do you think that that's enough, and what do you make of the budget?
Well, the budget is a further transfer of wealth from poorer people to richer people. Our members here who are on strike will get no increase in their tax thresholds, and that's gone on for several years. They haven't had a pay rise for 3 years. But people who can afford to put £60,000 a year into their pension after they've paid for all their living costs are going to get a tax break, which seems totally perverse to me. It doesn't make any sense where we've got a cost of living crisis. And the people who, by definition, who've got plenty of money, if you can put that amount of money into your pension and you won't get it until you're 65 or whenever, you don't need that money, it seems to me. What we need is properly funded services and properly paid public sector workers, and we're not getting that. Most people are getting poorer while the elite are getting richer.
Is there anything specific that you would have liked to have seen in the budget that obviously there wasn't included?
Well, we'd like to see some funding for the public sector. We'd like to have seen a solution to these disputes that doesn't come out of existing budgets. So in the teachers' disputes, those pay settlements have to come from kids' education because there's no funding for the settlement. So we wanted to see some movement on that, and we wanted to see some general improvements in the economy and stuff in favour of working people. There's nothing on housing, the housing crisis that a lot of people are suffering, and there didn't seem to be anything to directly address the cost of living crisis, which is a wasted opportunity.